Baba. I'm here. Baba. Hello, hello. Okay, so today, as it's the last video of the week, I decided to come on and do something a little bit different. I set my timer to get a few tasks done, and I'm finished. Done. I'm done. So I thought, you know what? Play around with some camera settings, play around with some room settings, some studio settings, going all YouTube on you guys. And yeah, I thought I'd play around. So far, I love it. I've recorded a lot of mini videos, mini clips to see just how it works in the space, how it works in my space. And I love it. So cool. So today's message is, drum roll, about how to trust yourself when you take your first steps. Not even first steps. How to trust yourself to take your first step in achieving your goals. So as I've told you guys several times, I have a few projects going on. I have a few things that I want to do, that I want to accomplish by this year and also by the end of next year. And the thing with that is, because I'm used to challenging myself, I'm used to branching out and trying new things and just being an explorer and being creative in that process. It's taken me a long time to realize that that doesn't just come naturally. And I've always looked over and just kind of glossed over the process, the tough parts, the difficult nitty-gritty bits, the things that you have to genuinely overcome in order to even take that first step into accomplishing your goal, or into even being a better version of yourself, or whatever you want to do. It might be getting up early to get the bus tomorrow, just, something so small, but it's taking that first step. And I've always just done it, but this time around, because it's something that these projects are that are really dear to my heart, and they're things that I'm really, really passionate about and I want to see come into fruition. I am now realizing the impact that we put on ourselves, the pressure we put on ourselves in order to succeed. And for me, like I said, in the past, I've just got on and done it because everything just seems so easy to me, because I was usually focused on just one project. However, this time round, I have planned several projects that need to be started at the same time. And so the effects, the feelings, the side effects of trying to achieve your goal, they're all open out, they're all there, they're all splayed out in front of me, like, oh look, here I am, tackle me first, do this, do that. And it's all my own battle, it's all my own mental, it's all my own physical, it's all my own emotional battle, my own spiritual battle as well. And it's just something that I had to share with you guys, because we are people who try and achieve something, okay? Some people don't want to achieve anything, they don't even dream about it, they get up in the morning and they think, you know what, yep, same old routine and I'm done, I'm satisfied, cool, that's fine. But there are other people in this world, myself included, that see something bigger for themselves, that see an issue, a problem in society that they want to change, or a problem within themselves that they want to change, or a problem within their family that they want to change. They just see issues everywhere, and they're also solution-minded as opposed to problem-minded. So they see the problem, and instead of just dwelling on that circumstance, they see the solution instead. So when you have that mentality, it gets really difficult in this world, because you see so many different problems that you want to solve. Simple. I'll take a walk to the bus stop and I'll see so many different problems I want to solve. For example, the litter, the birds, just different things, carpooling, like just different things that I'd want to solve. And it got to a stage where I had to realize that we all have ideas, we all have problems, we all have circumstances that we want to solve or be part of. However, we are unable to take the first step. We are unable to take that first step towards actually solving that problem. And we can plan out the whole process in our heads. We can plan out going from step 1 to step Z, A to B. Like we can plan out little things. However, we don't actually have that courage. We don't actually have that will. We don't know how to take the first step. And I realized whilst taking several first steps in my new projects, I realized that the reason why we find it so difficult to take the first step is because, one, actually the main reason why, before I list the sub reasons, the main reason why is because of fear. That's the main reason. Fear stops you from taking that first step, okay? And there are sub reasons beneath that all-encompassing umbrella of fear. The first one is that we fear that our idea or our solution to that problem is not good enough. That it won't solve the problem, that it will create more problems. We fear that our solution to the problem is not good enough. Secondly, we fear that even if we did have that solution, someone else could have already created that solution. So we fear not being original, we fear not being unique, we fear being a replica or a copycat of someone else. Thirdly, we fear what other people will say about our solution. We fear the criticisms we'll get, we fear the persecution we'll get, and we also fear the compliments we'll get as well. Because if you're complimented by people, if you're complimented by someone, that also can put pressure on you to perform, to deliver something that you genuinely want to deliver. However, it feels like someone's micromanaging you, or they're trying to tell you what to do, or trying to get you to do something that it's not just perfect. It's not just the way you wanted to do it. So the fear of actually taking the first step, the fear of actually getting that problem solved, the fear of the solution not being good enough and also not being original enough, and also the fear of people, the fear of feedback to our solution. So those are the three things, the three substratas of fear that I realized really, really, really impact you taking your first step. And the way I dealt with that, because like I said, several projects are on their way, and all of them, that fear came. Which is crazy. That's insane, because it has never happened before. I mean, there was some doubt in there. Fear is also doubt, it's anxiety, it's worry, it's apprehension, it's lack of risk-taking, all that. They're all just synonyms of fear, okay? So, when I first opened my tea room, for example, there was no fear there. There was question whether if this is what I truly wanted to do. But the second I said to myself, you know what, yeah, let me do it, I did it. I just went straight into the tea room, and I opened it. It was going for 9 months, and I loved it, but it was not, I didn't do a thorough market research, and I wasn't really a niche business. I wasn't right in the gap, you know. I did the gap analysis, however, it wasn't done properly. I rushed it. That is the thing. I rushed the first steps. So this time round, the fear has manifested because I'm not rushing. Okay, the fear has manifested because I'm taking my time to do things properly. I'm not just taking risk and just jumping the ball and saying, you know what, let me do it. Bungee jump straight into my dream. I'm not doing that. I am actually, taking a hike and walking slowly up to the mountain, up to the platform, up to wherever I need to go to jump down. And I'm surveying the area. Is this rock safe to put my foot on? Is this rock safe to put my foot on? Am I wearing the right gear? And all these things, they're not stopping me or stagnating me or making me stand still, which is what I thought would do if I started planning and thoroughly researching and finding that little gap in the market, etc., etc. They're not stagnating me. They're not making me stand still. What they're doing is that they're equipping me. I'm being equipped whilst I am walking towards my goal. So I'm not stopping. I'm not just standing still and doing nothing. I am walking towards my goal, putting on the right equipment, placing my feet where they need to be placed, allowing people in my circle, the right people who will allow me to further my goal, networking with the right people, just taking in ideas, just breathing through the process of progress, as opposed to just like a free radical, going everywhere, simply because I want to get the idea or the goal accomplished. And frankly, I feel impatient. I want to rush ahead. I want to just jump. I want to just jump from the cliff that I'm at. I don't want to get to the platform to even bungee jump, to strap myself in with a rubber cord. I don't want to sign any death form, nothing. I just want to jump. I really do. However, there's grace and favor, and there's also a set time for everything to be accomplished. I'm a Christian, and in my faith, God tells me, my Father, my loving Father, He tells me that for everything under the stars, there's a time and a season. For everything. There's a time and a season for you to get up out of bed and brush your teeth. There's a time and a season. I'm going to start preaching. But there's a time and a season for everything in this world. Everything in this world. There's a time and a season. So if you rush through that time, or if you rush through that season, then you'll get to your goal. Yeah, sure, you'll get to your goal. But you would have missed out all the little trinkets along the way. You would have missed out all the equipments that you needed to gear yourself with. You would have missed out on all the knowledge and the insights and the wisdom and everything else that you needed in order to sustain yourself once you reach your goal. Because that's the thing. You can take a first step. You can overcome that fear, that initial criticism, that initial low self-esteem in your idea and in yourself to accomplish that idea and in other people, and you can overcome that through daily reminding, daily reminders of, look, you know what, this is a process, I'm equipping myself, I'm gaining what I need to know, I'm gaining the wisdom, I'm gaining the knowledge, this will work because I have it in my heart, it will work. There are so many different things you can do. And if you're of the faith, of course, God tells us that He will make He'll make everything turn out for our good, and He will prosper us. He'll give us hope. He'll give us a future. There are so many little trinkets in the Bible. Whoop, whoop, faith. But yes, there are so many different things that you miss along the way if you just jump, if you just go straight to the end of the goal, if you don't take your time to overcome those fears that stop you from taking your first steps. Simple. If you don't take that time, if you don't walk as opposed to running straight towards your goal, if you don't say, you know what, this is out of my comfort zone, be honest with yourself. Look, guys, honesty is the best policy. I'm sure you've heard that somewhere, maybe at work, school, etc. But honesty is the best policy, especially with yourself, okay? You have to be honest. You have to say, look, I don't know what I'm doing. It's true. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but the reason why this is a challenge, the reason why you've set this as your goal is because you haven't achieved it yet. And if you knew how to achieve it, you would have already achieved it. Okay? So stop being hard on yourself. Be honest and just be like, you know what? I have no clue. Put my hands up. I have no clue what I'm doing. I have no clue. I know where I want to go. I know where I want to be. But I have no clue how to get there. I need to learn a few things. I need to go through the process of progress. I need to just learn or relearn how to work this idea. Because all the skills you have, yes, they're transferable, but every idea is unique. You see, it's not the fact that there's a unique solution to it, but the solution in itself is unique. Because if it wasn't unique, you would not have thought of it. Okay? The only issue is that it's not unique enough. Okay, it's unique. It's just not unique enough. You have to refine. You have to, just as you're refining yourself through the process, you have to refine your solutions. Just, chip away, chip away, chip away, chip away. When you're creating a diamond isn't just created by a bunch of coal just getting together, a bunch of carbon just getting together and saying, you know what, yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm here. Just form a diamond. No, because if that were the case, pencils will be filled with diamonds and not graphites, okay? What happened to the diamond is that it was compressed under pressure. Compressed under pressure, okay? It had to go through something. It had to go through a stage. It had to go through pressure. It had to go through refinement. It had to go through something to even set it off, okay? In order to become that gem, that crystal, that polished gem that we all spend too much money on. It had to go through something. And it's the same for you, it's the same for your idea, it's the same for anything that you want to achieve. The first steps are the hardest steps, but the first steps are the very first steps. That's all they are, they're the first steps, okay? You have to take a step somewhere, okay? I need to breathe. I need to breathe. Guys, the thing is, I'm getting really passionate about this. I'm getting really, 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 really passionate about it. I'm very passionate about this because I'm not just speaking to you guys, I'm speaking to myself. I'm speaking to myself here. Like these videos, I keep saying, I love you guys. Yes, you guys are watching these videos, but honestly, these are for me. Amen. I had to get that out there. I've already told you guys, but I had to get it out. These videos are for me to look back and say, oh my God. Yes, Rose. Go, Rose. These were our ideas. These were the things that you believe in. These are your values. Yes, listen to them. Repeat them to yourself. Go, 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 Rose. If any of you take any value from this, yes, take value from it. But honestly, these videos are for me, to spur me on, to spur myself to just get to the next level. Hustling, okay? It's just steps. Just steps. Keep going. Step up every single day, every single hour, okay? Just keep stepping. Keep stepping, keep stepping, keep stepping. Eventually you will reach your goal. Keep stepping. First steps are just that, they're first steps. Then come the second step, then the third step, then the fourth step, then the fifth step. And along this way, you get to a different environment every time. Each step takes you closer to a different environment, different environments, okay? And then at the end of that walking, at the end of those steps, you reach your goal. How else do you go shopping? How else do you go to your work? How else do you go to school? How else do you do all these things? You walk or you get the bus. But the thing is, you first get up in the morning, get yourself ready, get yourself out of your door, and then you start going somewhere, okay? There are first steps to everything. Don't let the fear stop you. Fear, as I've heard before, is just false evidence appearing real. There are things that you tell yourself, that you trap yourself with, that you just wrap yourself in like this. Like the in mental hospitals, they have the strap jackets. Put it in the comment. Remind me. But yes, you wrap yourself in like this. Stray jacket? See, I'm not going to be a perfectionist about this. I'm just going to move on. But yes, you strap yourself in, right? And you just bind yourself so tightly that you can't even get anywhere. You can't even move forward because you're so debilitated by the fear. And it's ridiculous. Fear will happen every step of the way, but the thing is, you are stronger than your fear. The mere fact that you're thinking about your fear means that you are stronger than your fear. You are able to overcome it, okay? So take that first step. Be encouraged that you will get somewhere, okay? Even if it's not where you intended to go, shortcuts can sometimes be longer than you think, okay? So you will get somewhere. Even if it takes you years, you will get somewhere, okay? Even if someone else comes up with the same idea as you in that time, keep going. Find a different branch, find a different route, find something else, okay? You will get somewhere. I mean, compare the iPhone, compare Windows, okay? Right? The iPhone exists simply because someone thought, you know what? Different processor. Bam. Different idea. Same concept. Phones, laptops, just a different branch of their idea, okay? Being unique doesn't mean creating something different. Being unique means being the first to do something that isn't the same as everything else, okay? It's different, not because you have invented something. You can, which is great, but it's different because you have put your own mentality, you've put your own mind, your own ideas onto it. No one is the same. You are unique. So whatever you refine and create, whatever you get down from the funnel will be unique because you are unique. Okay, I need to go and eat my jollof rice. I need to just go and eat my jollof rice, round up this video, post this video, and just enjoy my weekend. I'm working tomorrow, so it's going to be fun. It's raining, so I'm going to have some tea, jollof rice after. I'm just going to relax and enjoy this video and just watch it back to myself every single day. Actually, no, because I've got other videos to make. But I'll watch this throughout the weekend, and you guys should stay tuned, stay blessed, and stay fruitful. You have got this, okay? Don't let the fear, I'm going to start again. Don't let the fear hold you back because you created that fear. Get rid of it. Even if it comes at you, comes to battle you, comes to fight you, just say, you know what? I am bigger than this. I am going towards my goal. I'm going to walk slowly. I'm going to put my feet where I need to place my feet. I'm going to take a step at a time. I'm not going to just run and fall over. Okay? You've got this, guys. I believe in you. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Friday. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye. Bye.